missing someone. Love is all you want.
All right, what's up, guys? My name is Dylan. I'm joined here with my good friend Ryan here at the Cards Fund. We're gonna be doing a new little thing here called the Case Cast. This is Case Cast episode 1, where we're gonna just be opening up some random sports card product and talking about it to you guys. Today we got 2020 Topps Panini certified football, so we're gonna be opening up some certified and just talking the hobby.
Talking hobby.
I love
you
it.
may
Man.
recognize Dylan's hands from our case breaks, which will continue later this month with, what do we get? Update?
We got update
Topps
coming.
update
Yep.
coming in hot.
Exactly. So why don't we start off, talk a little bit about some PSA
Sure.
cards that we just got back?
Just got an express order back.
Yeah, so you went express with these. Now, all these cards are going to be soccer. So tell us why you went express with the soccer.
I went express with soccer because they're kind of popping off and I wanted a quick turnaround. Didn't know if the soccer market was going to come crashing down, so went with the express. Figured I could still return my investment even with a 9 grade on Messi and Ronaldo, so that's pretty much why I went there.
I like it. So we got a bunch of 2014 World Cup Prism, a couple of 9s and an 8 on the Leo Messi and the Argentina uniform. I do like this set. This is a cool set.
It is. I also know nothing about soccer, so I just went with the 2 big name guys.
Right. No, I think that's smart. I think this is the first Prism set for soccer, so I think like it's going to get a big draw for anyone that's like coming into soccer cards. I think this is where they're probably going to start.
Mm-hmm.
And you did pretty well here. It looks like some 9s, 2 9s on the Ronaldo,
Yeah,
2
did
9s
okay.
on the Messi, and an
No
8
10s,
as well.
but that's okay.
It's all right. These, I think, with how low. Actually, I don't know the pops on these. Do you know how what the pop count is?
I didn't
at?
happen to check on them.
Yeah, I feel like soccer cards still have a really low PSA pop count. So people who want to invest probably are going to be happy to jump on the 9s.
Mm-hmm.
I think you probably get a premium for them.
And then you went with, what is this, 2018?
Yes, this is the 2018 Prism World Cup set, and I got 2 Mo Salahs. This is the silver. So I got a 9, and I got a 10.
Look at that beauty.
Oh yeah, that
What
one.
are those going for, the 10s? Any
Well,
idea?
I haven't seen any sales of this actually, but it's only a pop. I believe there's only 6 of these in existence. So with how big soccer's getting, and like all the people coming in, and a guy like Mo who pretty much, I wouldn't say he's a lock to lead the Premier League in goals, but he's pretty close. He's the Vegas favorite at this point. So a guy that's going to score 20 goals and be that big of a name, I think that could easily be a 4-figure card. I think there's one on eBay right now for $10,000. I don't think
Is it going to get that?
I don't think anybody is going to want to put 10 grand on it. But given that I have the only other one that I'm about to put up for sale, I think it could be a good investment. I paid a little more than what they're typically going for. I paid about $130 for it raw, and another $75 to get it
So you're
graded.
in for about 200.
Just about $200. So
Return 1,000 though.
oh yeah,
That's a nice little profit there.
absolutely. And I don't really know what to expect because it's there's no sale data, but I'm taking a chance with how big soccer's
So
getting.
what's your plan with that? Is that going to be like list at like 10G and just wait?
No, I'm not going to put it up for that much. I'll probably come in somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000.
Okay.
I don't really do a lot of auctions, so I'll post it at maybe 1,500 or something like that. See what kind of offers I can field, and if I can make a few $100 on it, I'm happy to.
You
do
are
so.
more of a bin guy.
That's
You're
I know.
the bin guy. I'm the auction guy.
That's exactly
I don't have the
right.
patience you do. So
I need to. I'm very calculated with my sales.
you
so.
have a number you're looking for, and you'll get it.
That's right.
So.
I don't want to take the risk. I'm a little more risk averse.
That's right.
But that being said, it's notable, I think, that we chose to do an express order. We paid $75 a card, which is steep, but it's really, with the new PSA options that are out there, it's tough to choose. They got rid of the economy. It's on hold for now.
Yep.
Which was really the best grading option. And so now we're kind of stuck with, do we pay $50 for a regular service order and maybe wait 2 months? Or do
Right.
you pay up and go to $75 and get it back in a couple of weeks? What are your thoughts on how you're going to buy cards? And
yeah, so I have the pricing pulled up on the screen here. One thing I didn't notice till like a couple days ago is bulk. The max declared value is up to 199 now.
I did see that they raised that. Yes, that is
So
new, up from 99.
That
right?
kind of brings me back towards bulk a little bit. But I also, the funny thing is, like a month ago, we were talking about how we were going to switch to mostly economy,
Right.
and then PSA goes and screws us,
Right.
but-
Right.
as
just
they
got
tend
rid of
to
it.
do. So yeah, I'll probably stick to either like the $10 to $20 raw card range and go bulk, or do like we did with these and with like the $100 to $200 card range and go express.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to do any regulars.
Okay, I can see that, and for me, it's tough because the economy was really the perfect thing for me. With the at the time, the bulk had been about $12 to $15. I think it depended if it was modern or ultra modern. So to pay that extra $5 to $8 and guarantee about a 3-month turnaround versus, bulk. We have orders that took 10 months to turn around. I pretty much in some ways it was a blessing in disguise because the value of the cards went up that I was trying to sell, but in some ways I was missing out on profit that I could have had I just spent a little bit more money. So
Sure.
I'm hoping they bring the economy back, but yeah, I like the thoughts on that for now.
Yeah.
All right.
And they dropped the minimum to 20 cards, which is
Oh, for
pretty
bulk?
interesting for bulk.
Oh, I
yeah,
see that
20
now.
card minimum.
Oh, that definitely makes it a lot more attainable to
It's-
get a bulk order together instead of
Yeah.
having, was it 100 before?
It was 50 for like one price level and then 100 for a different price level.
Okay.
I remember a year ago we were paying $8 a card for bulk.
Yeah, that
With
was
no year
the
limit.
glory days, and it was
They were coming
cars were
back
coming
in-
back in 3 months
Yeah.
at most.
And
So
now it's going to be like a year, but that's okay.
it's too bad. Should we crack?
We have to pivot. Yes, let's crack some certified.
All right, we'll get into it.
I know nothing about this product, as I know nothing about soccer. So, did you happen to do any research on this?
I did a little bit. The big hit in each box is going to be the what is it called? The I don't even remember. It's like an RPA, the
RPA
certified RPA.
situation.
Yeah, it's like the freshman fabric or something like that. I don't even
Sure,
remember
you
what
can
it's
just throw
called.
that right on the ground.
All right. So we'll crack it open. 2020 certified. I like the design here, the layout. There's the packs. Let's read the box real quick, just so we know what we're getting into. It's a 242 card set. 42 freshman fabric mirror signatures, so we'll definitely be looking for those. Yeah, that's what we want. That's the big hit. So
The freshman fabrics.
yeah, one per box on average. It should be a
Okay.
pretty good rookie checklist,
Okay.
I'm thinking.
And we're doing a half case of this tonight.
Yes, we got
Save
6
the other
boxes.
half case for another time.
All right, let's get into it.
Have you been buying any football lately?
The last group of guys that I was buying, yes, I was buying, but I was buying Julio Jones. So we got a red Carson Wentz to 99. Red mirror parallel. I was buying a lot of Julio Jones and Matt Ryan and Travis Kelce. Now, 2 of those 3 guys not looking so great. The Falcons are 0-4, and
With some devastating losses.
yes,
in there.
or is it 0-5? It might be 0-5.
Oh, and however many they've played.
Yes, Dan Quinn just got fired. There's a Barry
he?
Sanders. Yes, he did. The greatest, Barry Sanders. Yeah, Dan Quinn got fired. I don't think that was any surprise. They blew an incredible amount of leads, just like they did in the Super Bowl to New England. So it's kind of becoming a thing in Atlanta. So my Julio Jones investments aren't looking fantastic. Neither are my Matt Ryans. They're saying that there's a chance that Matt Ryan may get benched, which would be... I don't even know who the backup is in Atlanta, but I saw that they don't even necessarily trust that Matt Ryan can lead this team going forward, which would be terrible for his, what was I buying? His 2008 Topps Chromes. Not great.
Yes, with the black border, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, 2020 in the college uniform. And here we have, very nice. There's the freshman fabric. That's the T. Higgins, number to 225.
Not the Bengal we're looking for, but
That's okay.
it's a nice looking card still with the orange. Goes
Yeah.
with the Bengals orange.
It does, and it's a 3-prong patch there, 2 colors. So that's a good one. T. Higgins, that's a guy that I'm probably going to be playing on DraftKings at 4,700 this weekend if any of you guys are DFS players.
There's also a DFS advice podcast.
think he correlates really well with Trey Burton if you're going to have a Colts-Bengals stack, in case anyone cares. But yeah, I was buying a lot of 2008 Topps Chrome, Matt Ryan, 2011 Topps Chrome, Julio Jones. I'm hoping they can figure it out because I think they're both good long-term plays, both on pace to break some records in their respective positions. And speaking of the devil,
There he is.
there's our boy Julio. Got a Russell Wilson, stars, and a purple auto to 10 out of 10, Jeff Gladney.
Never heard of him.
Vikings. Never heard of him either. But that's okay.
Purple though. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's the Vikings or if it's the parallel color, but
I think it's the parallel out of 10, Jeff Gladney.
so one of those Matt Ryans, you actually had me buy through eBay was through COMC.
That is correct.
Producer Jordan, if you don't mind, could you click on that Twitter tab? Thank you very much. So Pat Neshek kind of went off on COMC about a week ago. Pulled up his tweet here. Loved using at checkout my cards on COMC.com in past, but their service right now sucks.
Just letting it all out there.
Waiting 4 months on shipment is brutal. Also amazed how bad their customer service is for sellers and how they won't suspend storage fees until the shipping mess goes away. Avoid. So
All right.
the card from eBay even took about 3 weeks to get in, which is a long time.
Yes.
Have you used COMC before? And if so, do you have any thoughts on this shipping time?
The only COMC experience I have is through the it's through eBay, like you just said. I've bought, like, they cross-list their stuff on eBay. I haven't used it. I like the concept, but it sounds like if you can't get your inventory for this many months at a time, is it really worth it? I'd say probably not.
Right. It seems like they're more of a thing. They're more of a company where you don't actually hold the cards in your hand.
Right.
They want you to treat it more like the stock market, I suppose.
Right. I think you're probably right with that. Kind of like, I know Star Stock is a similar competing entity where you can do all the trading. You know, you buy the card, flip the card on the platform. But if you actually want the card, it could take months to get to you. There's a gold team, Stephon Gilmore. Nice gold-looking foil. So, yeah, I think that's probably bad for business to get a guy like Pat Neshek
Right.
ripping him apart publicly.
And I saw people are like getting estimated delivery times of mid-January. How is that even possible?
Now, is that just for your cards? Like, can you access your money quicker?
Can access your money, but if you want the cards, it's saying mid-January.
That's just absurd to me. Brett Favre.
I'm not like I just don't get how it takes so long to ship.
Well, I have a feeling that they have so much business. Hold on one sec. What do we got? The Justin Jefferson orange to $2.99 patch. That's the new generation. I feel like they must have such an influx of hobbyists and people buying on the site, and such a huge warehouse where they keep all their inventory that they probably are just they don't have the manpower to let all of the business operations operate in a timely manner, which really these companies should figure out, because this is a great money-making opportunity. And I think, to have a good user experience is a big part of long-term profitability.
They could lose customers here. I think Pat talked to one of the higher ups at COMC. Jordan, can you scroll down just a little bit on that page? A little more.
It's AJ Brown to $199. Orange.
Keep going. This is his whole thread here.
Seal of approval, Kittle.
Go all the way to the bottom. Go back. Up by tweet, the back button there. And then scroll up.
Fabric of the game, Joey Bosa to $2.99. Chargers.
Here we go. Down a little bit. Right there. Click on that tweet. Thank you. So it looks like he did have a conversation on the phone with whoever Tim Getch is. I'm guessing CEO maybe.
Some guy.
Of COMC. It looks like they're trying to hire staff and get these cards out as quickly as possible, which is good that they're working to get things figured out, but still not good that people are waiting so many months to get their cards.
I agree. Very good chance that. Okay, I have to interrupt for a second. Jake Fromm. I'm a Bills fan. I didn't know we had Jake Fromm. I got to be honest.
He's
with
the
you.
COVID emergency.
That's right. You're right.
They don't even let him go like to the facility.
I didn't realize he was a Bill. That's hilarious. Orange to 199. Jake Fromm, State Farm. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You were saying that. Well, we were both saying that the user experience is kind of getting killed by the turnaround times. At least they're working on a fix, though, so that is good. PSA is kind of dealing with the same thing.
They are,
and I feel like that's why we're seeing this delay, or the suspension of economy service.
Mm-hmm. One thing that worries me about PSA is they're hiring people who may not have any experience in the hobby, and they're grading cards, and they don't know what to look for.
Right, that's a huge issue. I agree. Because it's like an art, to be like a baseball, football card hardo, but it's kind of it's gonna change the way that grading is looked at. I feel like it's when you don't have any standardization of what you're looking for in a 10, what makes a 10, what makes a 9.
Sure.
Got Derrick Henry orange to 199. Jacob Eason 2020.
Derrick Henry went off last night.
Did he? He had a stiff arm that was
a stiff arm.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. His stiff arm went off.
Yeah, he sent Josh Norman flying.
Since we're talking grading, I told you I was going to hide this from you. It's time to reveal this to you.
Yeah, what do we got here?
Jordan, could you click on the leftmost Facebook tab? So I saw this on Twitter. This is going around on Twitter. A lot of people are talking about this. Mike Baker authenticated. They're basically... You see the sticker on the card there?
I do, right in the middle of
They're
the
basically
slab, yeah.
looking at PSA cards, and they're like saying if it actually should be a 10. They're grading graded cards.
So they're what? They're giving a second opinion on an already slabbed card.
Yeah,
from
so
PSA.
you see this. After a 10-point inspection process, our gold-leveled stickered cards exhibit premium centering and print quality and deliver the highest quality of known examples in the marketplace.
So, okay. This is just very interesting to me. So are people paying a premium for cards that have been approved by this guy?
I think that is the goal of this guy.
Mike Baker.
Also, read under the signature where it says, see it says personally certified, and then below that, the paragraph.
Yeah.
Mike Baker, he spelled authenticated wrong.
He did. Authenticate.
Authenticate. So this guy, they're doing a 10-point inspection of the cards, but they can't even spell things right on their business card here.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I like this. And also, if I'm not mistaken, Mike Baker was involved in some other grading company scandal.
Was
so
he?
Is it GIA? I don't want to get this wrong, but I think it was GIA or GAI or
Jordan,
something.
can you open a new tab and search Mike Baker?
I think it's like GAI
grading scandal, maybe.
While she's doing that, real quick, Chase Claypool, we got the 3-colored RPA of him to 449. He had a huge day, 4 touchdowns for the Steelers yesterday. So that's
there. Is it this GAI thing?
GAI, yeah.
Yeah, can you click on that?
Some type of scandalous thing with him. I don't know exactly what it was, but it looks like it was in 2008.
It looks like he used to work for PSA and then tried to turn GAI into a PSA type of company.
Yeah, maybe it was like a competitor or something.
And
like
now
that.
he's just given up on grading and just is putting stickers on things.
Oh my God, Mike. T. Higgins there, rookie roll call.
Jordan, can you click on that website up there, Mike? The top tab up there. So this is his website. Can you scroll down a little bit?
Oh, look at that.
Click on register. Start your diamond mining today. Look at this man.
Oh my God!
Do you see these prices?
$2,000 a year
Diamond Ambassador.
and $5,000.
$5,000 a year?
What
Can
do
you
you
scroll
even-
down a little bit just so we can see these right there?
What do you even get for $5,000 a year? Tell me, DJ.
For $5,000 a year, you get a voucher for 400 submissions, a $4,000 value. Has to be submitted in lots of 50 though, not 51 or 49, 50. You get a 1-year subscription to NBADiamond.com, which includes submissions, which you already get, and population report. 1-year rate of $10 per card review. So do you get 400 free and then it's 10 after that, I think?
This is. I don't know.
Very
Why
confusing
would
to
anyone
me.
do this though? Is my
Turnaround time of
question.
7 days guaranteed. NBA licensing agreement and a diamond. You're assigned a Diamond Ambassador representative.
Is this something that you want to do?
No.
Because I have no interest in this whatsoever. I'm glad you showed it to me because
It's a joke.
it needs to be discussed.
It just
but
popped up on Twitter today. A ton of people are just ripping it, as they should.
it's a complete money suck for people who are. I don't mean to belittle anybody, but this is for people who are easily influenced and would be totally ripped off if they were to go for this. This is a Keyshawn Vaughn, nice rookie red to 199. But yeah, that the grade is already the opinion of somebody.
Right.
Like, why do we need a second opinion where we pay $5,000 a year to get a second opinion on
So
our?
you're going
our
to pay anywhere from 15 to a couple $100 a card to get graded originally, and then you're going to send it to this guy to put a gold
his
sticker
seal
on
of
your case.
approval. Yeah, I don't like
To
it.
be like, hey, this is actually a 10.
No.
You can't see it on the label, but it's actually a 10.
Yeah, it's people are always thinking of new ways, I guess, to
Mike Baker just wants to be a player.
to swindle. Yeah, Mike Baker. It sounds like he's tried and failed. I'm sorry, Michael.
And the fact that he can't even spell his business name right,
Right, can't spell authenticated.
Mike Baker Authenticade LLC.
Drew Brees 75. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I will not be sending my money to Michael Baker.
You sure you don't have $5,000 lying around?
I don't. I
Okay.
don't. And grading's already subjective, though. I think people have to understand that when they're sending their cards in. So, like, you could crack a 10, resubmit it, and it might get a 9. You know what I mean?
course.
It's all based on the grader that you get and their personal opinion.
That's why people will just keep resubmitting 9s until they get a 10, because
Right.
it's very possible to do.
Exactly. Jalen Smith. Mike Baker, what a swindler. Yeah, I want
Gotta
to do.
respect the hustle, but
I want to do some more research into that GIA or whatever it was, because I know I've heard that name before.
he also doesn't give any sort of present. Can you scroll up a little bit, Jordan? He doesn't give any sort of presentation as to why you would want this. He just, here's the gold dealer membership for $2,000.
It sounds like a guy who's in deep and needs to make some cash back. Oh, I know what it was. He was allowing trimmed cards to be slabbed.
was he?
Yes, I believe that's what I read.
GAI.
Maybe even probably at GAI. I don't want to make things up about him, but yeah. And we all know that the scandal that PSA went through and dealing with that, especially with vintage stuff. So grading's kind of a mess these days, huh?
It is.
Sounds like. Rogers Stars.
Grading's a mess. eBay sold prices are a mess, which is another thing we had on our list we want to talk about today.
Yes.
eBay just saying some companies simply cannot have the APIs to pull sold price data.
That's another thing that I don't understand. Why they don't want transparency about what the inventory is actually selling for. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Do you have any insight on that? Like, why?
I have no idea why.
It just
I
doesn't
saw on
make any
Twitter,
sense.
have you heard of the Sold For app?
Yep.
The guy on Twitter apparently reached out to to eBay trying to get access, and they denied him, and he has no idea why.
Trying to get access to the
To
API.
the API so his app can continue to work, but now he's out of business because they just denied him.
So he basically built a company based on the fact that the API was public.
Yep.
And now he's being screwed.
Right. But some people are getting access, but not him.
So
But-
are they trying to make it proprietary? Like, is eBay trying to sell their API, or are they just blocking it to certain users?
As far as I know, they're just blocking it.
Honestly, to me, that's, again, I don't want to be too critical because
It's been a very negative episode.
it has. But you know what? Look, like any industry, as great as the hobby is, there's always negatives. I think they deserve to be discussed. I think that it sounds like a setup. There's a nice Brian Edwards little RPA there. 2349. Sounds like a setup to a not so distant future where they're going to be charging for their data.
Yes.
And I get it. I get how, that's going to make them money, but if they're hurting people like you just mentioned, the Sold For app, they're literally going to cripple a business because, and I don't want to say this is what they're doing, but potentially just because they're trying to make money.
Right.
So I don't know. There definitely needs to be a balance on either side, and the lack of transparency is a little bit disturbing.
I didn't even notice we got this Claypool.
Yeah,
Man had a game over the weekend,
he
huh?
sure did. Who is this? Mercury Morris, auto to 15.
He's
Old
the
school
dude
Dolphin.
that he pops the champagne every year.
What's
when
that?
when no one's undefeated anymore.
Oh, because he was on the 72
Yeah, Mercury
Dolphins?
Morris always goes on Twitter and celebrates.
Oh, Mercury.
That's the only reason he has Twitter is to celebrate.
To victory lap the
Yeah.
last undefeated team.
Yeah, that's Mercury.
That's funny. Well, we got his auto to 15. That's a nice one. What else we got?
What else do we got?
Tyler Boyd to 99.
Geez, we're running through things.
I know.
I feel like there's always stuff to talk about. Jordan, can you click on the Facebook tab next to this Mike Baker? This is about and the next one. Ah, yes. Flippers.
Ah, this is quite the topic.
Target flippers, Walmart flippers.
Yes, I see this topic all
Retail
over
flippers.
all over message boards, Facebook, Twitter.
Yep. I just joined Twitter about a month ago for the whole card deal.
You got on card Twitter.
I got on card Twitter.
Yes.
I see more things about flippers in Target than anything else.
Tell me what you see, because I'm in the card Instagram game, but I'm not on card Twitter. So tell me about what
You
you
should
see.
get in on card Twitter.
I guess I'll have to.
Well, for example, here, people are just tired of. Apparently, people just wait in line at Target for the shelves to get restocked,
Yep.
clear out the shelves, and then charge double on the internet for the product.
Right. Absolutely.
Leaving no retail for anybody else.
Yes. Interesting.
And people are getting sick of it.
Yes, I've definitely seen a lot of people getting sick of it. A lot of people are not fans. Jalen Rig or Patch. What are your thoughts? If you were to see somebody waiting for the MJ Holdings person to stock the shelves at Walmart, let's say, and they were to clear out the shelf before the shelf was even stocked, what are your thoughts? Do you think that's ethical? Do you think they should leave some? Do you respect the hustle?
So, I actually heard. I respect the hustle personally. I'm not going to get mad at a guy for doing that. But Jordan, can you click on the next tab over? I'm seeing that some Targets are actually going to start limiting customers, which I think is probably the right move. This guy Matt Schmick on Twitter at Schmick21 says his local Target's going to be keeping sports cards and electronics.
Oh, interesting. So out of the main little area.
Out of the main area, and they're going to have a purchase limit.
Of what is like 2 boxes a person or something?
Yeah, it looks, and this guy below him says his Target keeps him at customer service. So
Okay.
not a bad idea.
And they're already doing this? Like this has already been rolled out?
Yep.
Okay.
We were at Target today, and there was absolutely nothing. So
Right, that's been my experience. Just like it's completely desolate when you go to look for cards. I have not been able to pick up a box of anything since probably June, maybe May. It's been many months.
yeah, it's a mess out there. It doesn't really affect me as much because I'm more of a guy who buys singles
Sure.
on eBay or buys hobby stuff. But for your average consumer, not being able to find retail would not be great.
Right. I can definitely sympathize with the people who are not really in it for the money, like obviously the flippers are, and they just want to go with their son or their daughter, or even just for themselves, and just get a pack or a box or a blaster or whatever, you know, a mega box, whatever they've got, and they're not able to do it because people are clearing out the shelves. So I can definitely sympathize with that.
I used to go to Target with my dad every weekend just to get cards, and the shelves would never be cleared out.
Right. We are not that far removed from a time where nobody cared about sports cards, especially retail cards. You go on like Blowout. Here's Darrington Evans. Got a couple snaps last night about the Bills. Against the Bills, not about the Bills. You go on these message boards like Blowout, and you look and see, like, as a newcomer, like, what should I buy? Should I buy retail or should I buy hobby? Everyone a year ago was saying, buy hobby. Retail sucks.
Right.
You don't get any hits in retail. It's all about the hits, right?
Right.
Got to get the hobby boxes. Now, the market has almost completely shifted to the singles market, the rookie singles market.
Yep.
And that's something that any of your old school collectors from the last probably 20 years are going to tell you that they never would have seen coming. And where do you get the most base rookie cards? Well, retail. It's a great place for
right.
it. You're going to get a couple of box or, you know, one a pack, depending on the product and the sport. Obviously, you still get them in hobby, too, but you can get them way cheaper. And clearly there's demand because people are taking them off the shelves. And they're selling, I mean, even myself, I bought 2 blaster boxes back in probably a year ago, last November, of Prism basketball. And I was just put them up on my shelf. I didn't want to open them. I thought, I'll hold these. You know, if Zion is, like, amazing, maybe I'll make a couple bucks off of this. And then all of a sudden, I'm selling them for $275. I paid $20 for them.
Crazy.
I mean, that's completely unheard of. So retail, to see retail have that type of meteoric rise, totally unforeseen. You know, obviously, if it was,
I'm just gonna shift this.
I'm sorry.
Bit. Oh, you're good.
Thank you. If it was, people would have been all over it. But now that it's a craze and everybody's into it, everybody is all over it.
People are buying mega boxes of Mosaic and doing group breaks with them. One box.
Yeah. I see that on Instagram all
crazy.
the time. And it's like, $1 a spot for a team. And it makes sense. People are actually making money on that.
People sell them out.
It's crazy. To have a chance at like 3 cards.
A bill.
Yeah, we got freshman fabric of... Is there a name on this card? I assume this is Zach Moss, but I don't see the name. There it is, Zach Moss on the back. Very, very nice 4-color patch.
Blue also.
Yeah.
The jersey.
It's a 5 out of 99. Zach Moss has only played in a couple of games this year. He's been hurt. But potentially talented. Not related to Randy Moss.
The horse Randy Moss or the football Randy Moss?
Neither one. I don't believe he's a relative of. All right, what else do we got here? So let's talk a little about this rookie class. Do you have any? You know any of these rookies in this class? You've been following football at all? Nice Tre'Davious White to 25.
Obviously,
auto.
Burrow's the big guy.
Yes,
Got a Burrow canvas up on the wall over there, smoking his stove.
Oh yeah, I love that. It's a beautiful picture.
Burrow Herbert taking over the starting role for the Chargers.
Yes. Also top 10
his
pick.
stuff's been popping off because of his play lately.
You made any investments in football in the rookie class anyway?
Nothing in football.
Yeah, it's tough now too because there's not like Certified and Mosaic are probably the 2 bigger products out right now, and I don't really know about the long term value that these have. If you're like in the rookie market anyway, those RPAs are like reasonable. They're obviously they're not National Treasures RPAs,
Right.
but I think they're pretty cool looking. Probably have decent secondary market value. I like a lot of the position players, and like that's something that I feel like still has a lot of room to grow. Is like, you know, everybody used to say it's like a quarterback driven hobby.
I was gonna say everyone always says quarterbacks only.
Right. So
But
like
you were Julio, obviously you're talking about.
Right.
Did you get some digs also?
I did. I got a ton of Steph Diggs. A lot of that is stuck at PSA, but it should be back in a reasonable amount of time. Brandon Ayuk, rookie there. Nice foil. Yeah, I'm big on Stephon Diggs. I am a Bills fan, so I'm a little bit biased, of course, but I think Josh Allen has a bright future, and I think if the Diggs stays with the team long enough and with Allen long enough, he could put up some pretty huge numbers, and you're seeing that already. I mean, he's a target monster. The Bills really haven't run an offense this way in quite some time.
Very pass heavy.
Yeah, in fact, I don't remember the stat, but they went many years without 2 straight 300-yard passing games, and Allen did it the first 3, if not even the first 4.
Did he do it against the Titans?
Last night he did not, no. But speaking of the Titans, Darrington Evans, another one. Nice little chunky patch there to 99.
Look at that. 3 color.
Yeah, a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breaks, as they say.
A lot of breaks on that.
So much breakage on Darrington Evans. Last night was actually a pretty abysmal showing for the team, if I do say so myself. But Diggs had 10 catches for like 106 yards or something like that. So I think a lot of these people coming into the market, especially the football market, it's going to be heavily correlated with like fantasy football players, like people who are big into fantasy and daily fantasy. And if you're like a big fantasy guy, like who are you going to be attracted to? You're going to be attracted to the guys putting up big fantasy numbers, right? So I just thought it made perfect sense in a guy moving into a faster paced offense, potentially high scoring offense to invest in. So, and you can get like mid 2000s Topps Chrome stuff is dirt cheap, and I think it's way underpriced.
Even Diggs Prism rookies are like $5.
Yeah, they're going up a little bit, but yeah, for a long time I think there's probably still single digits, right around 10 now. And Prism's like the brand that everyone's chasing, and I think it's cool that there's multiple options for up until 2015, which is the last year of Topps. I bought tons of refractors of all these different rookies from 14 and 15, and I think there's a lot of room for growth there. Got a Sam Darnold hit coming up here.
Mono.
Yes, seeing ghosts out there. Jets. Fabric of the game to $2.99.
James, I tell you what, we got 2 boxes left here, but we've been going for about 40 minutes.
Really?
Let's wrap up this box.
Okay.
We'll save these 2 for another time.
I'm down.
Quick hit recap.
Okay.
Maybe one more topic, but let's call it a day on the box opening here.
Fine with me.
We'll still have 2/3 of a certified case left to open.
Plenty of material. All right, last pack here. We have a Christian Fulton to $3.99 rookie for the Titans. Titans heavy break today. And we will wrap it up with A.J. Brown, yet another Titan. Stars.
Titans everywhere.
All right.
So next time we will run it back with some more certified. Also, ordered some Upper Deck Series 1 hockey.
You did?
1 hobby box.
1 box.
Which we'll crack into.
Exciting. A little hockey content for the people.
Looking for my boy Jack Hughes in that product.
Very
and his
nice.
brother Quinn. So we'll mix that in as well.
All right.
Maybe even get a little Pokemon action. I don't know. We have no limits here.
Yeah, we could go for anything. I'm down. All right, let's take a quick look. We'll just look at the RPAs real quick that we went through, the biggest hits. So we got the Zach Moss, Buffalo Bills, potential playoff team, although they didn't look like it last night. I still think that's a top 5 team in the NFL.
AFC East weak.
Yeah, quite weak. I agree. Pretty down on the division.
They should win the division. Though.
I agree with you. Although Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins all of a sudden look like Super Bowl champion caliber.
Knew? That's what he does early in the year, though.
That's true.
He gets his contract and then he tapers off.
Yep. All right. So Moss, he's playing behind Singletary. So I don't expect a ton from him, but potentially a bright future. He's on the right team. We have T. Higgins playing with Joe Burrow, everybody's favorite young rookie quarterback, although he's being outplayed right now for sure by Justin Herbert, but still lots of room for growth. The hype is still there, and with A.J. Green essentially falling off the face of the earth, asking to be traded, a lot of room for T. Higgins to step up and be a good counterpart to Tyler Boyd on the Bengals. Chase Claypool we all, if you're an NFL fan, you all saw what he did this weekend. Unbelievable 4-touchdown performance. And I think he had another one maybe called back. Could have been a 5-touchdown performance. So
Steelers looking good
this
year. Undefeated.
The steel curtain.
That's right.
They're playing quite well. Big Ben is
he's back.
ageless. The ageless wonder. A healthy Ben is nothing to mess with. So, yeah. Good stuff for Claypool. 40-plus DraftKings points if you're into that kind of thing this weekend.
Did you have him?
Did not. He was
No
like half
Claypool.
1% owned. Nobody had him. Brian Edwards. So 2 really young rookie receivers I almost said Oakland, but in Las Vegas, playing alongside Henry Ruggs. So, again, a lot of young skill position players there. Derek Carr's okay. Not the best, but we'll see what he can do.
Vegas Dave likes him.
Oh, he does. So if you guys like to make money, follow Vegas Dave's pick and buy all the Derek Carr rookies.
Him and Mike Baker.
Oh God. All right. So I guess that's it for now.
That is it. Yeah,
We'll crack the rest of them next time.
Sort of got lost in the time there. I mean, we could have gone on for 3 hours doing this thing, but
Hey, when you love the hobby,
we'll save some product for sure.
Sounds good. All right. So that's it, guys. Thanks for joining. Again, I'm Dylan. That's Ryan. This is the Cards Fun. Thanks for watching the first Case Cast. We'll see you for episode 2. Peace, Nuggets.